Southern grandma gets mad at you.
And we're live.
Great.
It's all right. We can lead in with that. Makes total sense. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
It's been a while. Seems like.
At least a hot second.
I think it's only been a week. No, it's been 2 weeks.
A hot week.
It's been
A
2
hot
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Wow.
What is time? What day is it?
Never
It's been a
heard of it.
fortnight.
A fortnight. It's been Apex Legend. Let's see. What did we get into last session?
Oh man.
Regretfully, I find it difficult to remember.
Oh.
Okay. So I do believe last time we decided, after talking quite a bit, I actually showed my true face and introduced myself as Nyx. And then we decided to go hunt down what is called my regret monster. Because why the heck not? That sounds like a great idea. On the way, I actually spotted another changeling who was a bit older. She introduced herself as Kalara and warned me not to walk around in my own face because changelings have a tendency to be forcibly used for things they might otherwise find unpleasant. We did end up running into my regret monster, and I, came to terms with her. I think that's a really good way to put it. And then, we like two became one and all that Spice Girl shit.
I know that you guys also what's I don't even know what the word to use for this either. Exercised, I suppose. Exorcised, not exercised. Eliath.
I conveniently did not write that down.
Understandably so, I think, in this case. I had you cursing at me, so hey, it was all good. Yeah, so.
It was good. I have to go back and watch that and clip it for moments.
Perfect. So we have found ourselves splayed out across this alleyway. We have a couple of these creatures not laying too far from you all right now. Let's go ahead and switch over to the battle map, I suppose. And I think, as any good game should start with, maybe we should just go ahead and do some initiative. Let's see.
Ooh.
Who do I need to add here? Colias. Next. What'd you get, Colias?
I got a 13.
13.
13.
And Nyx.
I got a 19.
19. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I'm
7.
very proud of myself right now.
Oh my god. Shame. And him. Sorry, this isn't the exciting part here. 13. Okay. Boom. Okay. So I guess that's going to bring us to top of the order, and I think Colias, you had a held action as well, correct? If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Just in
it
case.
was. If anyone gets attacked, I'm going to cast. Oh no, I forgot the name of the spell. It's the loud one. It's
The loud
Dissonant Whispers.
Excellent.
The loud, quiet one.
Perfect. So I guess we will
Shatter?
Okay, Nyx, you have slowly pulled yourself off the ground after this massive explosion. has rocked you and everything else within the alleyway itself.
Feeling extremely exposed and a bit disoriented. The only thing I'm going to really do is I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Bringing my AC up. And then I'm going to... yeah, I'm just going to look around and see what I can see from my perspective, because I don't know that the other regret monsters are there at the moment.
Yeah, you would see the Regret of Greed and Anger, who are both down on the streets. They had jumped down. I know that you probably hadn't seen them jump down as your back was to them, but they are sort of blown against the sides of this alleyway. There is another one, which is a smaller, childlike figure almost, who's standing on the peak of this building, off to what would be your right.
Okay. Then I will draw my swords and essentially, let's see. So I stood up for just 30, so 15 feet. And then I think I'm going to go 5, 10, 15 right here.
Okay.
Get a little bit closer to my friends.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Perfect. Ilya.
I recover what I can from that shockwave, and then I'll be like, fighting, talking, or fleeing! Fighting, talking, or fleeing!
We fight if they're fighting. You can do whatever you want until then.
Colias?
I mean, we weren't attacked last time. We could see what'll happen.
All right, then I will. I'll go here, and I will reserve an action in case start out with bonus action. Hunter's mark. Gonna Hunter's mark. The one that is on the peak of the roof, the smaller.
Okay. The Regret of Shame. Put a skull and crossbones on them.
And then I'll reserve my action to attack if they attack.
Okay. Let's go to the Regret of Shame. Let's see here. Where's my little... Sometimes I forget how to use Roll20.
That's a mood.
You and me both, yep.
Yeah, I just want to do like a line so I can see line of sight. But for some reason I forget how to do it. Just a little measuring thing. I am terrible at my job. just saying. Alright, screw it. I'll use my finger.
Boom. That's a pro right there. Pro move.
Okay, jeez. Okay, it's gonna be Kahareth and Colias. I need you two to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
$12.
Okay.
5.
5?
5.
Okay. Oh, okay. A flash of lightning streaks from the top of the peak of this building and flies in your two's directions. And I rolled pretty well, I think. It's 40 points of damage.
Can you repeat that? How many points?
40.
I'm dead.
You are not dead, actually. I don't know why that happened. You're not dead, actually.
Oh, darn.
'Cause
But
you
I
have-
took 40 points of damage.
You will have 1 hit point. Because your little necklace shatters around your neck.
Shoot!
Kahareth is unconscious.
Okay. And he is going to move away. Colias?
Oh, wait, can I use my reaction on that to cast Dissonant Whispers?
I guess technically the way you worded it will go ahead and allow it.
Woo!
So let me move him back up here because that action is going to take place the same time here.
Cool. So it is a wisdom save. You have to beat 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You are gonna take... What is it? Shoot. It's been a hot second since we've done the D&D.
What is D&D?
I've never heard of it. Half of 3d6. Oh god, /R? 3d6. Take 5 whole points of damage.
All right, 5 points of damage has been noted.
Alright.
And then they are going to move it to their turn. And that will bring us to your turn, Colias.
Sweet.
Oops.
I am going to... I guess I gotta help Kahareth, because Kahareth is downed. Gosh darn downed?
Mm-hmm.
So a healing word would help that, correct?
It would.
Sweet. That's
Sanct-
1d4.
Sanctuary is not a concentration spell, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I did not think so, but it's always good to get advice.
Here we go. You're gonna get 5 points of healing.
Beautiful.
You're
And,
very balanced.
Can I move?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna move away from the grouping.
Okay.
Goodness. Do I move forward or backward? I am almost dead. I'm gonna move here. Hopefully that will be enough. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to the regret of anger. Alright. As a bonus action, it is going to rage. And pop over here towards Ilya. And make 2 attacks. Okay. I think a 13 is probably going to miss. And a 22, will that hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay. And you're going to take 13 slashing and 3 psychic. So it has this jagged looking battle axe that it reared towards you with and just misses the first slice but comes back around and just gashes across your chest. And that will be the end of its turn. Now it's time for Greed to go. Let's see. We have Kahareth and we have Arphef. I'll be nice and roll a die. Okay. 15. It'll go right there. And it's going to attack Arphef. Let's see here. Okay, it's going to make 2 attacks, one with its claw, which will be a 22 to hit.
That'll be a hit.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I think he had Shield of Faith on or something, so I wasn't 100% sure.
Yep.
That'll be 17 slashing. And it's going to make a hoof attack against you. And with it, bad. That'll be the end of its turn. Kahareth.
All right. So I'm definitely going to stand up.
Okay.
I got that going for me. I need to protect folks. I'll look over to Arphef. I'll say, "You got this one."
Yep. I've got this one. And I brandish my battle axe.
All right. Then I will take the. I will move here. Do I need to do anything to move through that guy's space, or is it just rough terrain? Or
To move through him. Which way are you going here exactly?
oh, sorry, I'm trying
Oh,
to.
you're fine.
Okay, so then I will do that.
Okay, you're going to get an attack of opportunity against you. $24. Well, actually, it's disadvantage, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so that'd be a 9. So that would be a miss.
correct.
Okay.
All right, so I am here and all up in this guy's face, and I suppose I'll just take, what the heck? Take a. What I will do instead is I will, with a bonus action, use my last spell slot and cast Hex on this fellow,
Okay, cool.
and give. Can you describe who I'm looking at right now? Who this creature is?
Yeah, it's a very lithe creature. It's very similar to what the heck was his name? Vesper was. Very. Let's say it's a very lithe body. It's just dark hair and just almost translucent flesh, where you can almost see like the insides moving around with each. The way it moves its body, you can see the organs inside justling around inside of it. And it has this massive axe, way too big for what it should be carrying right now. Jagged and toothed. And it just looks at Ilya with like eyes full of rage.
All right. So then, in that case, the Hex will give Vesper disadvantage on, or the Vesper Spectre disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And with my action, I will grapple it.
Okay. Beautiful. So I need to. I don't think I have that trained, which I don't. Okay. So that would be against my athletics, or my strength, I guess.
Or acrobatics.
Yeah, neither. That's the better one of the two. 14. So I will fail. And I am grappled.
I got this sucker hugged.
Beautiful. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
Arphef.
All right. Question: How tall is this thing in front of me? Height-wise.
The Regret of Greed. It's about 6 feet tall. I mean, it's taller than you are. It's a reflection of what the hell's his name? Gimerath. Is that the right name?
Idrimath.
Gedremath. Thank you. You guys know my game better than I do. Of Gedremath. But the bottom half is sort of almost like a translucent, almost ethereal look to it. While the top half is more of the aberration sort of style, with the mouth having this massive mess of tentacles around it.
Got it. Very good. Well, then knowing that, I will say, well, bah, aren't you ugly then? And swing with my battle axe.
Okay.
Right for its face.
Beautiful.
That is a 15 to hit.
That will just miss.
Oh, bummer. Then I am going to say, wait, no, I said, how about that ugly face? And I am going to use my War Priest ability to make a second attack when making an attack.
Okay.
And that one, I am going to use my Channel Divinity to add plus 10 to an 11 and score a 21.
That will hit.
Perfect, and that is 8 slashing damage right to its face, as I mentioned.
8 slashing. Ouch.
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to knock off a tentacle off from its side, and it sort of shakes its head, looking at you as this black, ichory blood flows down the side of its cheek.
Good. I want to make sure it knows that it was offended by my attack and looks right at me on its turn. And I will then end my turn there.
Okay. Nix.
Okay. All right. The one that is directly in front of me is the one that raged.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it. Make a wisdom save.
Beautiful. Wisdom saving throw.
And yes, I know Sanctuary is gone. Worth it.
13.
Haha, you fail. Okay, you take 3d6 damage. Psychic damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. 13 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And you must immediately use your reaction to, if available, to move as far as your speed allows away from me.
Okay. From you, let's see. It'd be directly away from you, I assume.
Yes.
Well, his speed is currently 0, the grapple. So I think
Perfect.
That's right, right.
So he cannot do anything.
Can't move at all.
Either way, that was still some pretty good damage there.
Oh, absolutely. Back this way a little bit. Anything else for your turn?
Ooh, I have bonus actions. I do have bonus actions. Yay. I will say, Kahareth, you're so brave, and I know that you can beat the crap out of that thing. And you are inspired. You have a d6.
Thanks for believing in me, Nix.
Ilya.
Can things still take op attacks if they're grappled? They can, can't they?
I believe so.
Okay. So,
It
I
would-
wanna.
It would just have disadvantage on you if you left.
Yeah, alright. I'm still gonna do it. Stagger back half a step and just like blood everywhere. Like, oh god, that hurt. And then I will mutter something in the gift language. It's just a single word. And I will cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I more or less just am consumed by this silver mist. And there's a little bit of the ripple effect that you see her arrows do sometimes as she disappears and pops up right over there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to knock an arrow and fire
Okay.
at the rage monster.
Beautiful.
27
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 9 piercing. And then, like, lightning fast, she knocks another arrow for 12.
Let me see, check the 12. The 12 will miss.
Right. Okay. And be like, are we still fighting?
Obviously.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay. They are not going in this turn. Colias, it's back to you.
Alrighty, so Kahareth looks really rough, right? How's Ilya looking?
She's been better,
Been better.
but not as bad as Kahareth.
Okay. So, I'm going
Who's
to one.
Not
also
as
not
bad as you.
Oh yeah, no wait. Oh, I should heal myself, maybe. Maybe. Here's the theory. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
will then. Wow.
You're only like 20 feet away from these things.
Shush, it'll be fine. 20 feet, that's far enough, you know? So my mom always said, give him 20 feet. Yeah, so I will cast Healing Word on myself then. Which is gonna be, what? Oh boy! 3 whole points of healing, yes!
Wonderful.
Very exciting. Yes. And I will inspire Arphef by saying, you are also doing a fantastic job. Just keep on fighting, Arphef.
Beautiful.
Thanks, little one. I'll shout back.
Okay. So it'll be the Anger's turn. I guess he could still attack you even if it's disadvantage. He doesn't want to lose his rage. So we'll make 2 attacks. 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, and natty 1. That's 2 misses. I would say it's trying to lift this axe and swat at you as hard as it can. Just can't get the right angle. You're just right up on top of it, and it's capable of scratching you. Okay, so we'll bring us to the regret of greed. Arphef. You're kind of in my way, my man.
Been known to do that.
But at the start of its turn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a 15.
15, okay. You do not suffer any ill effects. You feel, Arphef, being just within this creature's immediate range. You can feel it tugging at your mind, plucking at your id, trying to distract you and cause neurological damage to you. But you manage to steel yourself. But it is going to try to attack you. 18. That is a miss.
Nope.
Okay. Well, that will be the end of their turn. That was a crappy round for me. Kahareth.
Still holding on to this fella. I will, real quick, just touch my neck and lay on hands on myself.
Beautiful.
And give myself 19 HPs.
Very nice.
And just continue the hold.
Okay. Beautiful. Arphef.
All right, not today, ugly one, I say to it yet again. After trying to frighten me, and swing with a 9.
It's going to miss.
Thankfully, I've got 4 uses of my War Priest ability, and am not done swinging yet. For a 23.
I see the tomb like.
And that is 9 points of slashing damage.
9 points, nice.
Did I get one more tentacle, or maybe 2?
You're aiming for the face. You probably lost another one. Yeah, kind of skitters off to the side and lands at Colias' feet, still twitching and oozing this black blood from it.
Looking a little less ugly, my friend, and that shall be my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Nyx.
The anger is still grappled, yes?
Correct.
Okay, just double checking. Then in that case, I'm going to Nyx says a few elvish words under her breath and casts Chill Touch. Skeletal hand comes up from behind it and grabs at it. And 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Let's see, that's the anger one, correct?
Yes.
17 will just miss.
Ah, okay. That was my action. Bonus action. Who's right there? Ilya, I believe in you. You got this. You can shoot straight. And you have what's it called? Inspiration as well.
Beautiful.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to back up a bit.
Okay. Probably not a bad idea. Let's see. That'll bring us back to Ilya.
Do it. Nick said I could. And I'm gonna keep firing arrows at the rage monster.
Beautiful.
Before I let the first shot out, though, I do the thing where I focus for like 0.3 seconds. And this is going to be going through the ether at them.
Oh, nice.
for 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it's going to be 7 force damage as well as 6.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to try it again with
Awesome.
a 15 that is probably not going to hit.
Yeah.
I would like to use my inspiration.
You may use your inspiration. You gotta roll a 1. You got
Rolled
it.
6. Yep. Cool.
You got it.
All right. So yeah, that's another. Ooh, 11 force damage.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's a bad hit to it. So this thing's being harried in the face by this dwarf, who's just sort of swinging up at it and cutting tentacles off its face, and just 2 massive arrows with this ethereal silvery cords, I would assume, probably attached to it, just streak into its back, lunging it forward towards the dwarf. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be it.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. And let me see here. Let's use this. Made my dex check. So this thing leaps off to the other building and looks down at the battlefield. Let's see. Arphef. Make sure I said this is the right roll here, because I might have the wrong spell. I need to make me a saving throw, but I can't remember which kind it is. So...
The wisdom ones are good.
You like the wisdom ones? I bet you do. Yeah, make me a wisdom saving throw.
That is a nat 20 for a 27.
I quit D&D. Okay, so this thing looks down upon you, Arphef, and you can feel its eyes like burning into your back, and you look up to it, and they begin to flare like brighter and brighter in your direction, and you begin to feel like a cold chill run down your back as fear is trying to overtake you. You just shrug it off like nothing.
If I feel it start to affect me, I would with my left arm's got my shield on it, but I'll reach and grab for my holy symbol with my hand from there and kind of steel myself against its attack or its intrusion.
So with this added strength from your deity, it just incinerates this effect upon you, almost like a sun beamed looking a light erupts from you and just shatters the spell upon contact. Colias, it's your turn.
It's me. Let's see. Ooh. Either I can heal myself or I can attack something. I should probably heal myself. Maybe. Do a little more, have a little more of the life in me.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself once again. So I don't maybe die. I don't believe that this would help much. Oh boy. And I'm healing myself for a whole 4 more health points. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I guess I'll inspire, because I can do that one more time. Who doesn't have inspiration? Okay. Then I guess cause let's see. Oh no, I don't know who to inspire. I will inspire, I guess, because Nyx hasn't been inspired yet. I mean, inspire.
I
Nyx
cannot
would be
inspire myself.
You're being really inspiring out there. You're doing great.
Hey, you too.
Oh my gosh, really? And I guess that'll be the end of my turn. I can't really do anything else.
Okay. So, once again, Kahareth, this thing tries to cut you with the edge of its axe. 18 hit?
Miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. So the regret of greed on Arphef. Arphef, make me another wisdom saving throw, please. Ah, you failed.
That's an 11, but I too have inspiration. And am going to use that now.
Oh, you still failed, my friend.
Probably still a fail. Yep.
Yep, that's still a fail. You're going to take a whopping 6 points of psychic damage. It's this thing being surrendered at your mind. And now it's going to attempt to rend your flesh. And going to miss. Dirty 20 hit.
That is a hit.
All right. 16 slashing damage.
That's a herder.
Kahareth.
All right. So I've got. While I'm holding this, well, Vesper's like small, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm holding this small creature down, and I managed to get to my sword, and I draw it, and it suddenly lights with. It would normally be green flame for the green flame blade, but terminally nerdy, his favorite color is blue, so it lights with blue flame.
Beautiful.
With my bonus action, I will use my Hexblade's Curse on this fella. And then try to stab it with
Wonderful.
my blue flamey sword.
Okay.
Which is I will use my inspiration,
Okay.
and I believe I have to get a 6. So it's a total of 18 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
All right, so that is 8 slashing damage, and then another 8 necrotic / flame damage.
Okay. And I think you hexed them earlier, correct?
That is included in there, yeah.
That's included in there? Okay.
That's the
Okay, I was
necrotic. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yep. Okay, so this whole alleyway illuminates with this azure energy. This flaming blue sword slashes down upon this petite figure, splitting open some of the flesh. And you can see some of its vitals begin to drip out of it, slapping the stone. Everything for your turn, I believe?
Yep.
Excellent. Arphef.
You have to forgive me. I make Constitution saving or concentration checks using Constitution after being hit, right?
Correct.
And I gotta make that real quick to keep my shield up. That is a 6, so my shield is down.
Well, you should get what your... How does this work exactly? I always forget when I'm doing concentration checks. Is your spell casting modifier, I think, that's added to that?
It's a Constitution saving throw. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, if you have Warcaster, you get advantage on it.
Beautiful.
Got it.
Okay.
So that
Shield is gone.
that is down, and then Arphef is feeling a little weak at the moment, so he is going to cast 2nd level Cure Wounds on himself, seeking some healing and help from, how do I roll that one? From Clangadin for 16 hit points.
Beautiful.
And then, as a bonus action, oh wait, no, I can't do a second spell as a bonus action unless it's a cantrip, right?
Let's see. That's a action to cast Cure Wounds, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah, second spell is spiritual weapon, but yeah, that's a 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it'd have to be a cantrip with cast as a bonus action, I believe.
got it.
Is that
Then
correct?
I shall.
Those rules are always real flaky. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Perfect. No,
Sounds
that's
like
good. Yeah, that's my understanding too. So then Arphef shall end his turn there, staring down the regret monster of Gentramath.
Beautiful. Nyx.
Oh gosh. Okay. Guy's still being held, correct? Yes.
Yep.
Very much so, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to attempt the chill touch again, still speaking under my breath. Come on. Oh, natural 20! Yeah. Okay. Yay. All right, so that's a 25 to hit.
It's a sick game. It's a sick game.
Oh my gosh. 6, 6, and 8 is and then a 7. Shit.
Oh, Lord.
12, 20, 27. Psychic. Necrotic damage. And you can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
That is disgusting. Okay.
That's a cantrip.
Terrible cantrip.
Bonus action. Kahareth, you're doing great. See, you got that one too.
Okay.
Inspiration for Kahareth.
Oh.
We're gonna use all of it. We used all the inspiration today.
Ilya.
After the last slew of arrows, I'm just be like, yeah, you like that? You like that, you piece of shit? And then I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Again, with the etherealness behind it.
Of course.
14.
That
Not
will
gonna happen.
not hit. No, it will not.
And we'll try 24.
Yep, that will hit.
For 6 plus 7 force. Please, and thank you.
Okay, so 13 points of damage as another arrow streaks through it, threatening to penetrate the other side of its body. And Arphef, you sort of watch as the point of this arrow is not too far from your face, but you see the end of it just sort of dribbling this black blood and this silver essence that seems to wash over the tip of this arrow. Anything else for your turn, Ilya?
I had been intending to go after the one that Kahareth was holding this whole time. But if for...
Oh, is that the one you were going after?
Yeah, this whole time.
I apologize.
I've been calling in the rage monster.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you said that was 13.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will transfer that damage over. Done?
Thank you.
Wonderful. Sorry about
Appreciate
that.
No, you're good. I'm done.
Okay. Me too. Done with this whole combat. Let's see here. It's just not looking good for me. Let's see, who would probably see this? Maybe Colias, since the rest of you are sort of all engaged in combat. Colias, you see this...
Hey, I'm all the way in the back.
Oh, you are, aren't you? Keep missing that your way back or two. So the two of you are going to watch...
That's on purpose.
As as this childlike figure sort of see their eyes sweep the battlefield, and you see it blink from existence. Colias.
Okay, goodbye. I'll miss you. All right. How are
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
How are people looking on the battlefield? My friends, not the enemies. I don't like them.
I look fine. I'm fine.
Oh,
You are probably looking the worst.
okay, cool.
Heal yourself.
Cool. I could heal myself. I kind of could. But I think since Kahareth is grappling this poor creature,
Mm-hmm.
one moment. Let me remember how this works, because yes, okay. I think I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the thing that Kahareth is grappling.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, you fight so bad, you fight like a baby, like a newborn.
Okay. I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, a wisdom saving throw.
19.
Oh, well, that'll do it. That is a whole 1d4, well, a half 1d4 psychic damage. You better be ready for the pain. Yeah, you got two points of damage.
Okay.
Extreme.
So your words don't cut quite as much as you'd like them to. The regret of anger just seems to be overwhelmed with anger. It doesn't really take heed of your words. Locked in battle with Kahareth. Anything else for your turn, Colias?
I think that is unfortunately all I can do.
Okay, so we have the regret of anger versus Kahareth. Okay. I'd like to hit one of these days. 23
Nah.
hit.
Yes.
I kind of figured that one. Okay, 19 slashing and 6 psychic damage. Are you still up?
I am, as I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Okay.
So I take 22 points of damage. I will, with my reaction, use a thing which is Rebuke the Violent, which did not come up in chat for some reason, and I will. He has to make a wisdom saving throw against DC 16.
Okay, that will be a 5.
All right, so the damage he just did to me, he gets right back at him in radiant form. So he will
Ow!
take 22 points of radiant damage.
Kahareth, how does this look when this thing gets incinerated by your divine power?
Okay, so this little fella is wrestling with me, and it finally gets its huge axe, and it slices a big cut into my torso, into my belly. But as the axe slices in, it also bursts with radiant energy, and it just blasts him, and he just falls like 5 feet away.
Beautiful. So it lands 5 feet back from you. Its gut sort of opened up, and some of its entrails landing to the side of it. It's just sort of half turned, wet and slick on the pavement. And that will be the end of its turn, obviously. Which will bring us to the regret of greed. I'm going to get you, Arphef. Not going to get you, Arphef. One more time. Come on. Damn. Oh, I still do make me a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of the turn,
Yep.
by the way.
Was just gonna say 24.
Never mind. Okay. Well, that was my turn. Kahareth, that's your turn.
All right. I'm catching up. I took 22 points of damage. And then when the guy died because of the Hex Warrior, I gained 6 points of HPs.
Beautiful.
I did make my concentration check, so I do still have Hex up.
Beautiful.
So with my bonus action, I will transfer that over to
Okay.
the fellow that Arphef is tussling with.
Got it.
Then I will move 15 feet to get into a flanking position. And then I will attack again with my blue flame blade.
Wonderful.
That is... Oh, that's because I'm flanking, right? Because
Yeah.
so I got advantage.
Yeah.
You also have Bardic Inspiration. Cheap, cheap.
So a 28 to hit
Yeah.
will be 19 slashing damage and 18 necrotic fire damage.
Ow. It's 37 altogether, correct? Okay. Yeah. That was just something. So this poor thing with, like, being riddled apart at the front by this dwarf, not expecting anything to come from behind. Arphef, this time you get to see the tip of a blade burst forth from its chest, and this blue flame licking up the front of it, singeing the other massive tentacles that are around its mouth that are still there, and wonderfully cauterizing the other ones that have been cut off. Anything else for your turn, Kahareth?
No, I'm very happy with how that turned out.
Okay.
Thank you.
I bet you are. Arphef.
Seeing this blade sticking out from its center mass, I will swing from the side and try to connect with that battle axe.
Beautiful.
That is a 9. So then I will pull back and attempt with the other side. And that is a 13.
Sorry, mate.
I'll say that I swung low and whipped through the ethereal legs that it has.
Beautiful. Sounds great.
That is my turn.
Oh, he has advantage. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you rolling those with advantage?
Yeah.
I am not. Do you want me to roll a second one for each attack, or make the second attack the advantage
roll a second one for each one.
Okay, so then this will be for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes a 14, which I believe is still a miss.
Still a miss, yeah.
This will be for the second one. That is a 17.
I think that still misses. No, that hits.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then that is 11 slashing damage.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so...
Thank you for the assist, Kahareth.
I think it'd be cool just to see you, like, take the back or the side of this battle axe and, like, smack it down on the tip of a Kahareth's sword and, like, sort of drive it down further into its torso. See that black blood flowing freely now across what remains of its torso. Anything else for your turn, Arphef?
Nope, that is for sure what I did, and that is my turn.
Okay, Nyx.
Okay, we're just all gonna gang up on this one, I think. You know what? I'm not even gonna move because I don't have to. Going to say a few more Elvish words under my breath and cast Chill Touch on this one.
Okay.
Natural 20! Yes! Yes! I needed this. I know you hate it, but I needed this.
I'm going to roll one eventually, just so you know.
And when you do, we will all pay for it.
Okay, how much you doing to me?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15 necrotic damage.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Was that double dice?
Yes.
Okay.
And you cannot regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
I haven't had an issue doing that so far. Okay.
I mean, bears clarifying.
I appreciate it. I know I'm fucked. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Bardic Inspiration for Ilya. Shoot him! Just shoot him! That's it.
Okay, Ilya.
Was I aware enough to see the momentary return of that other one?
The return of the other one?
The one that is no longer there, allegedly.
You would see him just disappear from sight.
May I attempt to listen for any footsteps that might reveal that they are merely invisible?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check. It's probably going to be a pretty high DC, though.
Okay.
You also Hunter's marked that one.
Yes, and so I have advantage on the
Right.
perception check. 21.
21. As far as you can tell, there's still the sound of movement where it was at previously.
The little one's still here! Lob some more arrows. I'll do that thing too where I'm like side strafing while I do it.
Beautiful.
Okay, here. Using Planar Warrior. 26 to hit.
And I'm assuming you're attacking the Regret of Greed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that will be a hit, definitely.
11 piercing with 2 force. Oh, 11 force with 2 force. And then again for a 23
Yep.
or 11 force.
Okay. This aberration once again gets these 2 arrows in its side, and it begins to lurch to one side. You see the mess of ethereal feet beneath it begin to flicker as if it's trying really hard to hold on to its existence. It's not looking well. Anything else for your turn, Elia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the Regret of Shame's turn. Let's see here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh. I'm going to need Kahareth, Ilya, Arphef, and Colias all to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
I got a 14. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
21.
So 18 total for me.
Okay.
18 as well for me.
Okay. Looks like Arphef, you got what,
Just
10?
a 10.
Okay.
Yep.
Gout of flame explodes right around where the Regret of Greed is, and you see the spell actually morphing around it. And it blasts outwards as this gouts of flame begin to tear through your flesh and clothing. Anyone that failed, Arphef, take 33 points of fire damage. The rest of you are going to take 16.
Arphef collapses to the ground unconscious.
Okay.
As does Kahareth.
So does Colias.
Okay. So that's 3 down. Huh.
This is fine.
And I should put... I think I lost my token. Huh. I'm going to put this one up here, even though it's not the right one, just to represent that one, okay? It becomes visible as the spell erupts from it. And it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Closer to Nyx, still on the rooftop. Colias, you are down. I need you to make me a death saving throw, please.
Woo! I haven't done that in a long time. How do I do that?
Roll me a d20.
All right. I got an 11.
That is a success.
Success. Go me.
Okay, we have the Regret of Greed. We have 2 people who are down. Let's see what it decides to do. Okay. Sort of looks like back and forth between Arphef, Kahareth, and Colias. Not quite sure what to do. It is going to rush forward to you, Ilya. Because I rolled a 1 on its intelligence and decided to just attack you instead of actually attack them. And it's going to raise a claw in your direction and miss. And its second attack, dirty 20. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. You will take 15 slashing damage.
Oh, I'm definitely down.
Okay.
This is fine. This is fine. It's
Kahareth?
fine.
Make me a death saving throw, please.
You got it, bucko. That's a natural 1.
Oh, that's 2 fails. Arphef, death saving throw, please.
That is an 8.
That is a fail. Nyx, it's your turn.
Fuck. There's shit. I can't do anything. I mean, I can, but it's not gonna do anything. Okay. I suppose, what is it? Shame that is still up. I can't see any of the name tags on these.
The one on top of the roof is Shame, who is the small one. Even though it says Anger, just ignore that. And the
Okay.
Regret of Greed, who is barely holding itself together as is right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go for greed then.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah, I'm going to attempt to chill touch them as well.
Okay.
Oh gosh. 22?
That is.
Oh man. I'm so nervous. Oh, that's 5 necrotic damage.
How do you want to do that?
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, so the hand reaches up and actually just covers its face. And then there's just it almost looks like decay just radiates from the hand itself and engulfs the specter.
Nice. I like it. Beautiful, beautiful. Anything else? Your turn?
Then I'm gonna move. Oh, where was I? I was right here. I'm gonna move towards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move there, and that's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Ilya, death saving throw, please.
8. Womp womp.
That's a failure. And comes the regret of shame. Nyx, how bad are you looking?
I'm at full health.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna roll a morale check. Haven't done one of these since 2nd edition. Okay. Wasn't a natural 20, I'll tell you that right now. So Nyx, you sort of like are squatted probably next to Ilya, looking up at this thing, breathing hard, just off to the side of the corpse of Gedramath. You see it narrow its eyes at you and disappear from sight as it begins to run off and out of your eyesight.
Cool. So it's just me and my unconscious friends
You
now?
and your unconscious party, yes.
Cool. I'm going straight to Arphef, and I'm gonna start looking through his stuff to see if he has any sort of medicine kit.
Okay. I thought you were just gonna rob him. I'm sorry. Stealing your shit.
You know, it briefly crossed my mind, but no, I'm gonna see if he has a medicine kit on him at all, or any sort of healing potion or anything.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use it on him because he can help me heal everybody else.
I have both a healer's kit and a potion of healing.
If I
As you dig through,
see,
yep.
if I see both, I will just feed you the potion
Perfect.
because I have more trust in the potion than my healing abilities.
Beautiful.
So, wow, and I rolled a double 1 on the 2d4s, I think.
It's okay, it's enough.
5. That's all we need. That's all we need. So I am up and at 5, and I will look over at Kahareth. Quick, well, I'll stand up,
The monsters are gone. Everybody's down. Help!
and I will make a rush over to Kahareth as our next healer in line, and heal him next.
Okay. While you are beginning to rush towards Kahareth, Colias, go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
Alrighty, here we go. I got a 1.
Oh my gosh.
2 fails.
Oh, that is okay. That's all right. I'm
Yeah,
still
you're
alive.
still barely up.
Can I
fine.
start using
Fine.
no, you know what? I take the medicine kit from Arphef and I start using it on Colias because she's the youngest. Sorry.
You're fine. Kahareth, that saving throw, please.
60.
Oh, you passed. Okay. Arphef, go ahead and do your healing. Beautiful.
Jeff, you're muted.
I'm sorry, we did a second level. Sorry about that. I did a second level Cure Wounds for 14 hit points.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Kahareth, quick, others are down, and I'll point towards Ilya and Colias.
Who I'm sitting next to, like going through this medicine kit trying to figure out what best to use.
Okay. Go ahead and make me that medicine check then, Nix.
Oh, that was actually decent. Medicine. Hey, 15.
Okay. That will stabilize her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live.
And I guess that brings us to Ilya, huh? Who's still down, correct?
Yee.
Give me that death saving throw, that sweet, sweet death
Yee.
saving throw action.
I could die right now. Just heads up.
Oh my god.
I did not die, but that's not that's not a success. That's a failure.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay, so Ilya still lays bleeding out on the streets. Class is up, correct?
She's stable.
Stable. That's right.
Not up.
Okay, Kahareth.
I will see the healing ministrations being performed on Colias, and then leaving only Ilya down. I will use the one lay on hands that I saved, and just touch her. Live!
Beautiful. Okay. So everybody has been stabilized or brought back up. So our party lays pretty broken in the alleyway, singed, some by fire, some by lightning, some by both. And Colias lays unconscious. I would say probably on the lap of Nyx.
Straightening her hair out.
Her new dress that she got from Kahareth now burned and damaged.
Again.
Where do you all go from here?
I'm gonna shakily grab Kahareth by his tabard and be like, come closer. Come closer. You're a very noble soul. But you're fucking dumb.
Closer, come closer. Oh, too close, a little too close. Okay. Sorry, go for your...
That's all right. That's all right, Ilya. You just rest. I know it's not you speaking. It's just the wounds. I'm there too. I'm so mad.
Kahareth, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, where should we go?
I
guess real quick, where are we?
I believe did we say we were in the hive still?
I thought we were in the ladies'
Well,
ward.
that's right, the ladies' ward. You are correct. So you're kind of like in the higher bureaucracy sort of center, the higher class part of the city.
Yeah, we're gonna attract attention if we stay here for too long. Let's get moving. Here, can you pick up Colias?
Sure. Ilya, you're right. Can you make it?
Mm-hmm. Ow. Yeah, I got this.
I will assist Ilya in walking.
The barracks The Harmonium barracks are just around the corner.
Are they gonna ask a lot of questions? Are we prepared to answer those questions?
Yeah, they will ask, I'm sure, many questions. I don't know if you're comfortable with that. If so, well, I'm open to other suggestions, other places to go.
All right. Come on, let's go back to my place. It's a bit of a walk. It's back in the hive, but we'll get there.
Use the port transits.
All right.
Okay. So, the party carrying Colias in tow begins to make its way back to the hive. I would assume you all were probably trying to stay out of the way as much as possible. Because you are a battered lot, and you look pretty easy pickings for anybody that might try to, roll up on you. Not saying that you are, but you would probably give that impression that you are, because you are beaten and bloodied.
Nyx didn't lose a single hit point.
You're good.
Looks perfectly fine.
Let me see if anything happens on your way back. Keeping to the back alleys, led by Ilya, who just seems to be guiding every path, every footfall. You all managed to find yourself
Actually, I was leading the way. We're going back to my place.
I'll let you guys run the game from now on. So. Okay. You all find your way back to Nyx's little hideout. Have we been to Nyx's hideout before? I don't believe we have.
Nope.
What does this place look like, Aras?
Well, it's essentially the attic space of a tavern called the Copper Claw. It's a pretty shoddy looking bar. They have a small stage in the bar seating area where Nyx does play occasionally. That's how she keeps her room. So we essentially just go straight in. Nyx kind of nods to the bartender and continues back towards the back, and there's stairs. We go up these rickety stairs to the top level, probably about 4 or 5 stories up. And it's just a very plain wooden door. I pull out a key and open it up. When I do open it, you see a very, very small, pretty bare room, very reminiscent of Ilya's house. Not much to it, very, very scarce furniture. It's just kind of what they had. And you can see that Nyx has not personalized the space at all. There's just a small, single bed with a trunk at the edge of it, and a big chair in the corner. Small fireplace. That's it. Okay, well, I kind of help Ilya to the bed, and it's not much, but it's pretty private, and no one's gonna bother us.
It's perfect. And I'll start undoing my sash and kind of just peeling it off because the blood is making it stick to me, and it's this nasty sopping sound. And I'll say, take some money from my purse, go get some alcohol downstairs.
Okay. I also grab a bowl that's sitting in the corner. It's just a very large bowl, and while I'm down there, I will also fill it with water.
Okay.
I will offer to help, since you'll need help carrying all that up, I'm sure. All the drinks and whatnot, so.
Okay. So what sort of alcohol are we procuring here?
Just gonna try for essentially just straight white liquor.
Okay. So more of a disinfectant kind of
than
a drinking type.
I will get a flask of drinking alcohol for myself,
Okay.
but a larger bottle of more disinfectant type.
Okay. You managed to the grain alcohol. I'm assuming it doesn't really matter what quality it is.
No.
You managed to secure that for a couple copper commons. Or a gold piece, whatever you want to call it. Or it doesn't take much to procure that. Depending on what kind of alcohol you want for your personal use. If you want something cheap, just throw in one. Otherwise, it'd be double that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll do 2 just to be safe.
Okay.
And then the 1, essentially just a flask of liquor.
Okay.
All right. And I go ahead and add another gold to that for the bartender's tip.
Okay. And are you securing like a basin of water, I'm assuming, or?
Yeah, I
Okay.
brought down the big bowl, and I was just gonna fill that up.
Okay. So Arphef and you both climb to the bottom there and begin to procure your items. Arphef, you're getting a couple strange looks, of course. Just from your state, you look pretty rough. But people here seem to keep their tongues in their mouth and don't harass you beyond that. But you all procure the items that you had desired to get while you were here, and begin the long climb back up once more to your party. Colias is slowly beginning to stir as you all return.
All right. Kahareth, Arphef, I think one of you might be a little bit better at this than me, but we've got plenty of scraps for bandages and everything.
And I've still got a bit of Clangeddin's Blessing left. And so he will use a first level Cure Wounds and go over first to Colias as she's stirring and use one on her for 11. And then after that, make his way over to Ilya and do the same for
Be
9.
like,
Nice.
my man, you could have done that before we got all the alcohol.
To be honest, I thought we were going down there to get some drinks.
Oh, I did
That
get
makes
a
blood
bit
loss
of
worse.
drink. I did get a drink, but that was for me.
Arphef's got one as well, and he takes a swig and goes to pass it over to whomever. So I guess Ilya, who's closest.
Not right now. Not right now. I gotta fix this shit. So I'll be peeling off my vestments and take off my shirt, and that also does the heavy thwack, and then I'll ask for the hard stuff, the clear stuff. And while the 10 points of healing probably did fix up most of the burns, my hair is back in places where it was not there. I'll take some of the vestment that is clean in a place, and then just start carefully disinfecting myself.
Beautiful. So Arphef, your efforts have managed to take some of the burned and charred skin and some of the minor cuts and renew them with a more pinkish, I guess we would say, for the more human folks of the party. That new skin begins to form once more. And I would imagine there's probably a slight sound of cursing from the corner as Ilya begins to move this burning liquid into her fresh cuts.
God damn.
And I guess Colias is like, I'm awake.
A little dazed, probably slightly confused where you're at in the surroundings. but it doesn't take long for you to start gathering what's
Yeah.
going on around you. You do see your party most worse for wear, except for Nyx.
Colias is gonna definitely like slowly sit up and just not say anything but listen. She doesn't want to ask. And she's gonna sit there and like just stare at her hands. Her teeny tiny hands.
Okay.
I guess I'm just kind of going around the room trying to make sure that everything stays at least relatively clean, trying to clean up like the bloody clothes and using the basin of water to help with that. Um at one point I noticed out of the corner of my eye that Colias was sitting up. Oh, you're awake. I'm glad you're awake. Are you feeling okay?
I feel horrible.
Well, that's to be expected. You did almost die.
As I have heard.
But you got better.
It would, yeah. And she's still kind of dazed, confused. Maybe her voice doesn't just quite work as well as it was.
Do you want some water?
I think that would be a marvelous idea.
Okay. Here, here's a glass. Do you want some liquor?
No.
Okay, I just thought I'd offer.
She was slowly, kind of staring off into nowhere. Drink this water.
Nyx, what happened? Did we get them all?
Well, no. We got most of them though. There was the one kind of looked the small one. It ran away.
Damn it.
Well, it went like invisible at one point, pretty early on when we started fighting, and then after everybody else kind of went down, he revealed himself, and then I think he got scared, and then he ran. But it was only me, and I didn't want anybody to die, so I got Arphef up, and then we worked on Colias, and then we got you two up too, and hey, we're alive.
I appreciate that. Truly.
And we're down 3 regret monsters as well.
Yes.
Yeah. How you?
No one
feeling?
saw me get the last one. It was really cool.
You can tell us about it.
Oh, I made it decay.
Nice.
It was great.
Nyx, are you feeling all right with the situation?
Well, I mean, it's been a really long day. A lot's happened today. But I genuinely came to terms with everything that happened with Tabitha and so I think I'm okay. I guess we'll see.
Did
glad
anyone
to hear it.
check? Oh, sorry.
That's it. That's all.
Anyone check to make sure we weren't followed?
We were all kind of distracted.
In a lot of pain. Okay?
We were a little distracted, but I didn't see you checking.
My bad.
Kind of nudge you a little bit.
Are there windows in this house? Or this?
There's one window. It's a little bit higher up on the wall because it's one of those attic windows. It's about that big, maybe. Small circular window.
Is it low enough that one of us could look?
Kahareth could probably see out of it. Nyx can't quite. She'd have to jump.
All right. Well, Kahareth takes a peek.
The thing can turn invisible, you know. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Do I see any invisible creatures?
No. Funnily enough, you do not see any invisible creatures whatsoever.
There aren't any invisible creatures outside. I checked.
Oh, well, let's just have a good night's sleep then.
Oh, can you see invisible things?
Of course not.
Kahareth, I'm not exactly sure you understand the sentence. There are no invisible things out there.
I don't see any.
Can you see invisible things?
I told you I don't see any out there. I don't understand what's so hard to understand.
Okay. I'm sure you don't see any invisible objects.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. There's probably some out there, though.
At this point, Colias is laughing, but it's like the haha, oh it hurts. Oh no.
I'm not that worried about it. If they ran away before when we were all down, then I don't understand the sense or reason why they would follow us and then do us off in the night.
Did I see any visible creatures when I was out there?
You guys are, what, 5 stories up, I believe you said?
Yeah.
So you take a long look out. Nothing eye level, of course, but down the streets below you see passerbys. Nobody that sticks out in particular.
Just so you know, I don't see anyone sticking out in particular. Also.
Good. Well, if we want to have, we can stay here tonight. Obviously, it's not going to be very comfortable, but they might have some more rooms that we could rent downstairs. If anybody wants their own room. Most of the people who stay here for longer term. But you know, they usually have like 1 or 2 rooms at least.
I am A-okay with this if you are.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing.
Best to stay together, I think.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can just make yourself comfortable. It's like a 10-foot by 5-foot room. It is not, just not big.
This is not so different than the place we were sleeping last night either.
No.
Honestly.
Alrighty. Well, I guess if anybody's hungry, we can also get food downstairs. It's not very great, but it's something.
I think I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'll stay up for a bit just to make sure no one comes in or disturbs your sleep.
You good with that? Okay. So, Kahareth, you keep your eyes peeled open, looking across the sleeping mass of your party members. We'll go and take a break, I think, and we'll be right back. And let's see if anything transpires over the evening hours. We'll return in a moment. Did everybody leave us in our time away? No? Okay. Good deal.
The cool kid stayed.
So, night is coming. So, Kahareth, what's your passive perception?
That would be on my sheet 11.
11. Oh, okay. I'm just rolling for random events here, don't mind me. Nothing happens over the night for you. You guys can take your long rest already if you want to. You can hit that button on that D&D sheet there to give yourselves a long rest. Recover some spell slots, some HP.
Praise Lathander.
Praise Lathander. Okay, Colias, why don't you go and give me an insight check?
Woo! Insight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. I got. There it is. Jesus. A 23.
23.
Very insightful today.
Wonderful. So, Colias, you're standing back on the stage once more. Not too different than the last dream that you had when you were deep within the bowels of the city. The room is empty, and there's just a shed of light in the room, looking to come from some corner window. Little tendrils of light just barely flaking your face, and little dust motes floating in the air off to your left, illuminated by said light. And from the darkness in front of you steps an elderly-looking woman. Her face and her eyes, not too far off from your own. Not your mother. Definitely looks very, very familiar to you, though. Sort of shakes as she moves, her muscles old, worn from age. Staring deep into your eyes. So what is to become of us? She says.
Colias is getting emotional. And just doesn't know what to say, but like approaches her and like reaches out her hands.
Okay. She takes a stumbling step forward, catching your hands, but going to her knees in the process, just below your eye line. She struggles to pull herself back up to be eye level with you. You see soft spots of tears begin to forming in the corner of her own eyes as she stares at you. You said you saw me.
I did.
I don't see you. Not the way that you see me.
And very quietly, Colias will say, What does that even mean?
She lifts one of these spotted hands towards your face. The flesh. It holds all the youth. Yet mine holds the wrinkles of age. Why do I not look like you? Or more importantly, why do you not look like me?
At that moment, Colias is in the halfway motion of wanting to pull away but wanting to stay there. She's very, very on the fence. And then she'll say, I'm working on it. To the best of my abilities.
Will we always be separated like this? She stumbles with her words, staring into the dark as if looking for them. I thought when we joined, we would be together in the same. But yet here I still exist. Not in my flesh, but in yours. I do not understand.
Colias is just kind of holding her tight, wanting to run. And she's at a kind of at a loss of I don't know what to tell you.
Should I return home?
I mean, if you're tired of waiting, yeah? But I'm always gonna be trying. Nothing will stop me.
She slowly and painfully rises, still holding your hands in hers. And she looks off to your left. And as your eyes follow hers, you see the blackness is gone, only to be replaced by... It's hard to understand. It's as if you're staring through sheets of wet paper. Translucent, but the thicker they go, the more opaque they become. And you see things moving between the layers. Things that you don't understand. Things that you've never seen. Things that appear to be so large that they could probably never consider your existence. And you're struck dumb by it.
can I, like, approach this sort of thing?
Sure, you can try.
I'm going to approach it, and I'm going to try to stick my hand through it.
Okay.
Screw you, old lady.
Okay, so you move slightly faster than she does. Sort of, her hand sort of dangling behind you and finally slips free. And you press your hand against the folds. And you begin to see it sort of splay out as your hand goes through it. You feel the resistance. It's almost like pressing your hand through liquid. And you see your own fingers begin to melt away into it, almost like dripping ink into water. You see it sort of float away. There's no pain, but you can definitely feel a separation of your flesh, as if it's been cut into hundreds of layers. And each of them begin to burn. Not of pain, but just of sensation, as if you can feel your presence stretched across hundreds of planes of existence. All at once. You feel cold, you feel hot. And just an influx of all manner of pain and joy and sorrow and love. And it comes in such a rush that you struggle to stand. Your mind is so overwhelmed with what's going on. The synapses in your brain are firing insanely quickly. Go and give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 9.
A 9. You can almost feel as if your brain snaps. And you withdraw your hand instantly and stare in horror as the flesh of your palms and up your fingers begin to sprout hundreds and thousands of tiny eyes, like a spider crisscrossing in your flesh. You can feel it burning up your arm. And as it's beginning to reach across your shoulder and up your neck and you're beginning to scream, you can feel it flooding down your throat. And even in your dream state, you lose consciousness. Nyx, make me an insight check.
I'm so afraid to now. Fuck. Natural 20.
Okay.
So 24.
24.
Thank you.
Is that really celebratory? We're not sure yet. Nyx, you're in that odd state between being awake and being asleep. Everything seems super real and conscious around you. You can feel the bodies of your party members around you, that warmth, and also the smell of the road, of dirt, of dried blood. It's all very powerful and very pressing upon you. And I think, given what you rolled, I think I will ask, do you wish to proceed forward into this deep sleep that could potentially take you into the dreamscape? Or would you rather steel yourself and try to push it from you this evening?
I think that Um, Nyx is extremely curious in general, and with everything that's happened and all that she's been through, she probably is unable to resist going into it. I don't think she really has much of a choice.
Okay. So you sink into the cloth that covers your bed, down through the mattress into the floor, and as the world begins to rush past you, you find yourself in almost familiar territory, with a black, watery floor beneath your feet. And you feel warmth in your right hand and a small squeeze of flesh against yours. And looking back at you, you see yourself for once. Not Tabitha, but Nyx, as Nyx naturally is. And she smiles upon you. It's good not to wear other people's flesh for once.
Too bad it's kind of dangerous where we are to do that.
She smiles. We're here. We can do what we wish when we're here.
Where's here?
She looks long across this black sea that you are sort of floating atop of. This is a construct, one of Elias doing, one that you forced him from. A passage beyond, to the realm of dreams and beyond.
Wait, I forced him from this place?
Well, you and your friends.
Is that a good thing? I feel like that's probably a good thing.
It will be a minor inconvenience for him, I'm sure. He will seek to reclaim it at some point.
Kahareth said that there was, like everybody kind of has their own dream bubble-ish kind of thing. I was a little distracted when he was talking about it. But, he is this my dream bubble?
It is for the time being, yes. I guess I should say it's ours for the time being.
Well, it's not so bad.
She points behind you, her shoulder. She looks back and you see the image of the inn that you were in, and it's sort of waving, almost ethereal in essence. That is the way home for you. And she points the opposite direction, clear down this long pass. And you see, similar to what Colias had seen, these multiple layered realms stacked upon one another, with things moving back and forth between the layers. Creatures and water, or liquid at least, sort of flowing and spilling over one another. And she says, and that is where I'm from.
Oh. It looks like a very complicated place. Do you like it there?
I do not know. I'll be honest. I feel being here has dumbed me from understanding it.
Well, can I help you get back there?
Oh, I am not sure that you want to do that.
Okay. Well, is there anything you needed to talk about? I know sometimes streaming's supposed to be like a subconscious filtering your own thoughts. Is that what we're doing?
More that I've come to warn you of things to come.
Okay.
You accepted me, and I feel that this is the least I could do in return for you. You may have freed me from that flesh that was wrought upon me when I entered your world, but something different lies beyond, and she stares down that long passage once more. It sleeps for now. Life is trying to waken it.
Whew. I kind of feel like I need to go there.
I cannot stop you. I'm not sure I advise it, but I cannot stop you.
Is there anything you can tell me that'll help me be more prepared?
She sighs and lets go of your hand. What do you tell the ants beneath your boot before you crush it? What would it understand of your existence? That is what you ask of me to explain.
Are you the boot? I'm pretty sure I'm the ant, or is somebody else the boot?
The thing that sleeps beyond here is greater than any boot, but do not misunderstand me. It is not inherently evil. It just is. There's little of your essence, of your life. It just is.
Is that the only way to get there?
I unfortunately do not know. I'll be honest, I never knew there was a way to get there to begin with.
Well, I guess we're learning a lot about ourselves today.
It would appear so.
Thank you.
She turns to you and begins to move the hands down her face. This isn't me, is it?
What do you mean?
I'm not you. You're not me.
Well, I feel like that's a very complicated question or statement, really.
Do you remember that last thing that I asked you before all this came about?
No, I'm very sorry. It's been a very long day.
I asked if I had a soul.
Oh, yes. I wasn't sure if that was the last question or not.
I'm not entirely sure that it's relevant anymore.
Do you feel like you have a soul?
I'm not sure. From my slim time here, it would seem that souls just seem to be hooks that drag you across the multiverse. I don't like that idea.
That's fair. Actually, that's a really good analogy. I like that. I'll have to keep that. Are you scared to go back? Wherever it is?
She shakes her head. No, I'm not scared. Confused. Curious. But I reside within you now, so I'm even more curious as to what will happen when your mind shatters. What will become of me then?
What do you mean when my mind shatters?
She gives you a soft smile. Well, if you choose to go as you have said that you would like to go, yes. You can't understand. I can't explain it. You weren't meant to look at things such as this.
Okay, maybe I won't go. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to talk with Kahareth because he's the expert on dreams and stuff, apparently.
I wonder if this is the only way.
Well, there's a back door to almost everything, isn't there?
I suppose if being united with you for such a short time has taught me anything, that there's always a back door to something. And you'd be the one to find it.
I can be pretty good at spotting things. I do have some pretty good friends, too.
Her head suddenly whips off to the right, and you see the blackness split. You see cracks begin to form and light pouring through them. He's here. And she turns to look at you.
I do? Do we run? Do I go back to...
Wake up.
I try to wake up.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh, that's not good. 4.
4. Lovely.
Yep.
Okay. You steel yourself trying to will yourself to wake. And you seem as if your essence may be trapped here. As much as you try and strain, you get to see that your physical body is leaving, your physical body, but you see like lines of light coming from you as if your body itself is sort of ghosted or just blurred in your wake. This anchor holding you into this dream state.
Cool.
She turns to you and her eyes are calm.
Minor panicked.
Eliath returns. I am not his to control any longer, though.
Is he in my head? Is he gonna be in my head again?
She reaches up to pet your cheek. Wake up, Nyx. And then she turns and begins to rush towards the cracks. And you see them grow larger and fragment and scatter across the water like glass against a hard floor. It shatters. And what you see erupting from it is, well, I can't describe it because the moment your eyes lay upon it, your mind fractures and you feel absolute, pure, the purest form of terror wrench your body asunder.
Cool.
Kahareth?
Hey.
You don't dream, so you don't have to worry about it, but you do see the forms of both Colias and Nyx seem to be struggling quite a bit. I wouldn't say it's worrisome per se, but they're definitely they're muttering and they're sweating and shivering at the same time. It's almost like they're under some sort of fever. Definitely active, while Arphef, deep in sleep, does not seem to be bothered by anything. Nor Ilya, she seems to be fine as well. But the end of your time for this particular shift has ended. Do you wish to wake up the next person?
I will be handing off my watch, but before I do so, I know I have a blanket or two, so I'll pull those out and I'll go to Nyx first and put the blanket and put it on her and put my hand on her forehead.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then say, Nyx, now stroke her head gently. I say, Nyx, are you all right?
And Nyx, you're suddenly awakened. What you last remember is feeling the soft pat of your regret monster stroking your cheek and rushing off toward she said Eliath was. You now feel the hand of Kahareth stroking your face and your hair. You begin to slowly regain consciousness as the world comes back into view. Sort of the antithesis of the broken glass. It now reforms into this real world around you. And the sound of Kahareth's voice asking if you're all right.
Nyx bolts upright, just completely sweating, breathing hard, looks extremely startled. He's back. He's back. He's back.
It's okay. You're safe. There's no one here.
I had a dream, and at the end of the dream, dream me, regret me. I don't. Part of me said that he was back, and he was coming in, and I was trying to wake up, and I couldn't wake up, and he's back. I don't know what that means.
It's okay. It was just a dream.
I don't know if it was a dream, just a dream. She said that there was a thing, indescribable, more powerful than a boot, he's trying to wake it up.
Well, that's curious. I had a premonition not too recently also about something coming to wake.
Do
from
you know what it
one
is?
of my ancestors.
Well, that must be true then, because I was in like some sort of dream area. That there was water everywhere, and but behind me it was like looking at this building through a pane of glass that's all wavy. I don't know what that's called. And then on the other side it was like multiple images just right on top of each other, and so many things, and she said that it was past there, but that if I went there, my mind would shatter if I went that way. So we shouldn't go that way.
Mind shattering does seem like a thing we'd like to avoid. Hey, real quick, let me just nudge Colias. She kind of had the same thing going on that you did, so I'll just make sure she's not in any danger. So I'll grab a blanket, put it on her so she's comforted.
Okay.
Put my hand on her head and say, Colias, are you all right?
What you hear next is a muffled scream come from Colias, and I would assume this probably wakes everybody up instantly. Colias, you begin to gag and grip at your throat. Turning onto your side, Kahareth, you watch her as she begins to vomit a mass of these tiny insects just pour from her throat into the floor, mixed with bile, and they just scatter.
I'm up immediately and stomping as many as I can.
Me too.
Samesies.
Samesies.
No!
My poor downstairs neighbors.
So everybody begins to stomp the floor as Colias continues to heave and gag up the remnants from her stomach and her throat. Colias, you can feel them like
What is
crawling
happening?
from your nose into your nasal passages. They're just tearing from you at this point. And as you all begin to stomp and displace them from the room, Colias, you begin to finally take the first few breaths of fresh air. But you can feel that your throat and your nose is raw, and you can smell that irony scent of warm blood. It begins to trickle at the corners of your nose and down your lips.
I hate that.
Keep your head elevated, kiddo. Don't look down.
I grab some rags off of the nightstand and I give it to her.
Okay.
Here, pinch up here. It really helps.
She's just in like literal full-on like sobs, uncontrollable, everywhere. It's like the worst you've probably ever seen someone cry, because that sounds like an absolutely horrific experience.
I will pull her in for a hug, unless she seems to resist me, and I will.
No, she like yes, please hug.
Yeah.
She's like shaking and like sobbing, and she's trying to say things, and it's that
I just. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Stomp. It's okay. It's all right. Stomp. It's okay, Colias. Stop.
Jesus.
Can I identify what insects they were from their tiny little corpses?
Yeah, sure. What you find is that they are actually very minute looking, almost metallic, as if they're not really of flesh. There's no, what word am I looking for? No organic substance to them.
I'm gonna pick one up that is pretty still well put together. I'm gonna start playing with it, ripping the legs off and kind of figuring it out.
Okay. What you find is, like I said, it's a very small version. I mean, they're minute. They're tiny. What we would call probably a robotic spider in our world, but definitely have. And I would say any of you who have any sort of magical training, you would instantly recognize some sort of residual magic, some residual enchantment that these things carry in their natural existence. And Ilya, given your knowledge of the planes, you instantly begin to think of Mechanus.
Oh yeah, it's got Primus written all over it.
Right.
Well, that ain't right. These aren't. Well, you may be happy to know, Colias, that these are not actual bugs. I don't know what they are. Maybe like I guess we could call them drones. Is kind of like a hat tip.
And Colias, as she calms down from this horrific experience, also probably just like all blood right here.
Yeah.
Because that's super gross.
Trying to clean you up as much as I can.
Colias is like, I had a dream, and I made a mistake.
What'd you do?
I was there, and there was a person, and they were like me, but like different and stuff. And then there was this wall, and it was like paper, but it wasn't. And then I reached my hand through it, and my hand.
You did what?
It was a dream. I thought it was a dream. I thought I could just do anything. And it was horrible. And now this is horrible.
Does the paper thing seem familiar to me at all?
Give me a history or arcana. Especially
Like-
where it relates to the planes.
Like multiple pictures on top of each other? Yeah.
Yeah. Except
I saw that wall too.
You be shitting me. You rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, it's a
Jesus
nat 20.
Fucking Christ.
No modifiers, just a 20, but it is a nat 20.
Oh, okay. You know that there are worlds beyond, and not just within the multiverse. Not just in the prime material. And I'm not speaking of the crystal spheres or the paths between them, not the inner planes or the outer planes or demi-planes, but realms far beyond removed. Realms that always existed, never existed. They existed before you, they've existed after you. You've spoken long, long into the night with elders, those who trained you, trying to wrap your mind around what this very existence was. And it was always hard to try. But you know that there is a world supposedly unreachable from even here, where you could travel to the hells, where you could travel to the heavens, but you could never travel to the realm beyond. That far realm, that were such creatures as beholders, aboleths, mind flayers.
Maybe lithids, yes.
Such things had called home long ago. Or maybe they were here in the future and lived backwards. It was always a confusing study. But you know that these realms are said to have just been stacked upon one another. It's as if length and width and height had no meaning there, because there was dimensions beyond that where things could exist and not see one another because they don't recognize each other, because they can't fathom the idea of a fourth or fifth or sixth or infinite dimension. It was something, as I said, that was almost impossible to wrap your mind around. But if anything that these two seem to have lived through in this dream, that is by far the closest that you can muster.
I have to ponder whether or not to actually let them in on this, because Colias is already freaked out enough. And I don't know if divulging this information is going to help anybody currently. So I'll just, I think I'll have to keep it to myself just for now, but maybe later.
Okay.
Just keep looking at the bugs and looking back at Colias, like I know something.
Okay.
I saw the wall too, Colias. You said you pushed your hand through it? What happened?
It was like sticking my hand into a wall of knives, if that makes sense, but all the knives were like different knives.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, actually, because every knife is different and every knife is special in its own special way.
Yeah, but like really different knives. But still, yeah, I was like sticking my hand into a wall of knives, and I could feel so many things. And then she starts kind of like doing this, because she remembers like the eyes, and she's like, oh god. And then there were like eyes, and can I ask a question? Could Colias see through those eyes, or were they just eyes? I could see.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She goes on, and they were like growing on me, and then I could see through them, and it was horrible. And they were in my mouth.
It's over now. It's over now.
A little bit.
You're fine now.
We won't do that again.
Yeah, if something looks like a barrier, don't stick your hand through it. Just, I know you know that now, but to everybody else as well, if something is so big and so large and like semi-translucent or some shit, do not put your hand through it. Especially don't put your head through it.
Yeah. Well, that actually makes a lot more sense why my dream me my dream me told me that my mind would get shattered if I went there. Oh,
That tracks.
So you weren't awake yet. Whew. Okay, now that I'm a little bit more calm, I can probably explain it better. So I had a dream too, Colias, and I was in some sort of dream world, and there was water on the floor, and I was standing on top of it. I think I had water walk cast on me or something. Anyways, I was standing on top of it, and I was holding my hand. Like it was me, but I was me too. And anyways, we talked, and she said that, I think that it was the same sentience, I think is the best word. It was the same sentience as the regret monster that was coming after me. Because she said that I accepted her, and that with accepting her, well, we forced Eliath out of that place, at least for a while, which is good. Apparently he's trying to get beyond that place, like beyond the barrier to something big, massive, powerful. She kind of compared it to me being an ant, and it was a boot, only it was more powerful than a boot. Anyway, so I said that I had to stop him, and that I needed to go to the place with the thing that she said I couldn't comprehend. And she said that if I did, I was gonna have my mind shattered. So I shouldn't do that.
Can I roll to see if my mind's shattered? Am I shattered?
You're gonna roll to see if you're shattered.
Yeah. Let me just double
I
check.
cast shatter.
I cast shatter on myself. No, because I would think that the cogs in Colias's wheels they're turning in her head, and she's thinking, oh wait, if she's talking about the wall, and that I touched the wall, and then spiders, yeah, what would that be? What kind of roll would that be? An internal existential check.
God, give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Oh boy.
Wisdom
I
insight.
rolled an insight.
Yeah,
Okay.
with insight. For trained in it.
Insight. 18 plus 4.
Jesus.
22.
22. You feel whole. Worse for wear, but whole. The best that you can recollect, and I'm just giving this with you because of the extremity of which you passed this roll, you definitely touched something beyond what you should have. That's without question. And whether it was in dream or reality, it makes no difference, because you went somewhere you should have gone. Something protected you from the effects. You feel that much. And given your 22 you feel as if perhaps it was the other part of you that protected you.
Did I get any?
No long-term effects or anything like that.
Okay.
No.
Do I have any newfound knowledge? Suddenly, I know everything about bicycles. I went to the bicycle plane.
You can see really well.
Ooh, the eyeball. Oh yeah, true.
I mean, really, the only thing that you garnered from any of that is that you couldn't so much comprehend what was beyond that barrier, and whatever it was, whatever that minute touching of that plane caused within you, it instantly shattered you.
Okay. Next, yeah, we really shouldn't go to that place. That was horrible. Beyond horrible.
But I was thinking about it, and there's got to be another way to get there, though, right? Other than going through that wall.
Why do you want to go there?
We have to stop Goliath from waking it up.
That does not necessarily mean going there.
I mean,
That's a bit of a far,
an area.
severe step, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, I didn't know where there is. First, we had to figure it out. Look, I'm not the best at this. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, you're doing fine. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to help to say anything about it, especially after what you've experienced. We're still in the middle of the night. Maybe it'd be better if you can rest at this point, that you continue to do so. I imagine that might not be possible. Yeah. But maybe
Colias looks very scared and like, no way in hell am I going back to sleep.
But maybe at least you can chill for a couple hours and just calm down after the experiences that you've had first. Drink some booze.
Yeah.
We do need someone to keep watch. So obviously, if you can't go to sleep, you could be useful in that way. But if you need help falling asleep, I might be able to. Could help in a little bit. Does
I'll
anyone
stay up
need
with you.
help falling asleep?
I'll stay up with
plan to
Colias.
sleep until I absolutely have to sleep at this point.
Colias, you gotta sleep. It's not.
Never happening again.
I don't think this is a good time to have this conversation, Kahareth. Everything's still fresh.
All right, go to sleep. Colias and I will keep watch. Everything will be fine.
I'm just. I will go to sleep, and that's because I know that I need it. My body needs it to recover, and I think you both also need it. I understand that you just had a terrible situation in your dreams.
Well, we cross that bridge when we get there. In 4 days.
I don't think you're going to be in a good way if you try to stay up. I understand, and it's your body, your choice. You can do whatever you want.
He'll lean over to class and be like, just pretend. He's really dumb.
Kahareth, the bridge? Have we gotten to it yet? Where's the bridge? It's in 4 days. I'll see you at the bridge. In a couple of days.
So I will go up close. Well, not, I guess we're all close. We can't really be far away from each other.
Right.
Colias, you do what is in your heart to do. But just know I'm worried for you. Not that should weigh into your decision-making process, but just You need sleep. And that's it. That's all I have to say about it. Good night. And I'll just turn over.
Very quietly, Colias says, "Sweet dreams."
Should we, as Arphef looks around the floor, should we dispose of these small bugs out of fear that they could be up to something, even listening to us, anything like that, or?
Yeah, I'll take care of that real quick.
I'll help.
Nobody else has to touch them. Or you okay? Sure.
I got it. It's my house.
Well, then back to the feast halls of Morden for me, and I lean back up against the door, kick up my feet, and go to fall back asleep.
Okay. So we have Nick's awake. Colias is awake. Ilya, are you up? Are you going back to bed, or?
I'm going back to bed as soon as I help them clean up all the bugs and stuff.
Okay.
I feel confident knowing what they are, that I can scoop them up into my nasty half-clean vestments now and get them out the window or something.
Okay.
Should we smash each one?
I think they're pretty well smashed. I mean, yeah, sure, you can.
If any
continue.
of them look like they're not smashed, then I will smash them before we keep tossing them.
Okay. Not a big issue to get rid of these things. They're small and they're fragile, especially with the difference in size between you and them. You clear out what you can find. Some have obviously exited the room, but what was within here, you have rid yourselves of for the time being. Ilya returns to whatever corner she can muster herself to find herself in,
Yeah, I got
within this small room. And the two dreamers, now awake, look over the party.
You know, I'm never going to be able to sleep in this room again without thinking about spiders.
I'm sorry.
No, don't feel bad. You know, I was actually pretty tempted to touch the wall too. I'm glad I had someone to talk me out of it. Are you okay at all? 'Cause I mean, it's perfectly okay not to be.
You mean like in general, or like right now, or what kind of okay are we talking about?
Right now, in general, let's start with the right now.
Clyde kind of goes into a little ball, and she's like visibly upset. Doesn't know how to say it, but you can see little tears brimming in her eyes, as she's very uncomfortable by just the whole last hour or so. The dream, the fight, the dying.
You know, right now would be a really great time to say something super wise, but I'm not. But you're not going through this alone.
That's good to know.
Something at least.
I have never been farther in deep over my head in my entire life.
Yeah. I can understand that. I've never been to the Hells, though. So this is that bad?
Yes. It seems like we're in a pretty gosh darn predicament, I'd say.
Both kind of on the bed at this point, and I curl up, same kind of position, We're both just sitting there side by side, knees up. Well, at least neither of us have to suffer alone. And, I mean, if this is really bad, we could get a lot better. Maybe.
And very quietly, Colias says towards the entire situation, we're fucking screwed.
And I think with that, we'll end our session with Colias. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to our time here. And I think, if anything, that was not the song I wanted to play. Sorry, that was a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. So, let's just go around in a circle here and let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, if you got anything going on.
Sure. I'm Casey, KCH on social media. Today I was playing Elia Hin, Cosmically Inclined Human Being. And you can also find me over on the Open for Adventure channel. That's OPENFOR Adventure. It's all spelled out. That's the channel. And tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. CST, 11 EST, is the Half Raid Heroes show, where we're playing level 15 characters fighting in a secret war against Shar. And then Wednesdays, also on Open for Adventure, is a new show called Strams. That is on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. CST, 9 EST. And that is where
We lost an Aras. Okay. Can you make it in there, Karl?
I'm Karl. I played Kahareth Khoratari, the Kalishtar. It's better over here. And I play with Casey at the times and the places that she said. When she said the things.
Mm-hmm.
Same. That's all I got.
Hello everyone, I'm MK. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Twitch as MK is the best. I stream video games. Check this out, everybody. Wow. I just got a VR headset. So we're gonna be doing some VR here in the future as soon as I get a little space cleared, so I'm not although it would be hilarious to just bump into my furniture all the time, I don't think I want to do that. But yeah, come on down to the stream if you haven't seen it before. Also, I do stream on Saturdays or Thursdays with my brother. We just beat Bloodborne, and we're gonna be moving on to bigger and better things together. It's gonna be great. Also, I'm gonna be playing VR games with my friend Mr. Boeing, or Mr. Bourne. So yeah, come on down, watch the stream. I'm also Music Combat on Twitter. So yeah,
Wonderful.
that's me.
And I am Jovar of Celestia on Twitter. I currently appear as though I have walked through the other plane through the broken glass, as I'm on half of these screens, two halves of these screens. Find me on on Twitter, Jovar Celestia. I talk about this game that I play on Fridays. I play this game on Fridays, and then I watch these other folks stream whenever I can. So check them out.
Wonderful. I know Aras is having some connection issues. She is trying to return. I don't know if she will make it or not. I don't know what she wants us to say in her behalf. I think she's deciding that right now.
She is your friendly local Stitch Witch.
the Twitch, yeah.
Do my best Aras impression. I can't do an Aras impression, so can somebody do an Aras impression? No.
She does hooping,
So,
and stitching, hooping and stitching.
hooping and stitching, bobbing and weaving. Gosh, yeah, I can't speak for her. Aras is super awesome, and we love her to death. And
She's got an online store where
Yeah,
you can check
she-
out all of her wares and merchandise. In
Truth.
fact, I'll go ahead and this is what I got from her. It's pretty awesome. You can snap it apart and then snap it back together. It's very travel friendly. So you can go check out her website, and you can get her website through Twitter or anywhere she's at. Yeah, exactly.
I have
Jovar
one
knows.
as well.
Yep, you know too.
Aras Custom Designs. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I guess that's as good as she's going to get out of me. So.
Wait, and apparently she has a game. How do I read?
Oh.
A Coriolis campaign on Unmade Gaming Thursdays at 8 and Sunday. Reading is hard.
At 4 Eastern time.
Yes.
That was something.
No, wait. The Unmade Gaming one is Thursdays at 8.
Right.
And then
There we
Sunday
go.
Friends on the Open 4 Adventure channel is
There we go.
Sundays at 4.
Got it.
There. All right.
Wonderful.
Wow, that was so much more difficult than
Wonderful.
it should have been.
We are horrible at this.
Sorry, Aras.
Okay. I guess I'll go to myself here. First, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up today. For the biddies that got sent that I did see, I wish I wasn't talking the whole time and could respond a lot better than I do. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for all the coffees and all other stuff that you all give out to me too. I'd like to thank So Nerdware for sponsoring us. If you go to the website link below the channel here, enter the code ECHOES. You can get 10% off your order. It's a bunch of outerwear, actually outerwear, it's just clothing, that is designed by nerds for nerds from your local community here. Other than that, let's see, I have this show going on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, as we know. And on February 9th, I will be starting a 4-part series where I'll be running Dragon Age TTRPG over on Little Red Dot's channel. And I think that starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, that'll be February 9th through March 1st. So every Sunday for 4 Sundays, we'll be doing that. So that should be an interesting little get-together there. Other than that, that's all I've got going on. Anything you guys want to say before I take us out of here? Favorite parts, worst parts?
Dreams
Favorite
are
parts, all of
overrated.
it. Worst parts,
Yeah.
all of it.
Wonderful. Well, I guess that covers
Bugs.
it. Bugs. Yeah. I think it's my biggest content warning. Bugs. Jeff, anything from you, bud?
No, great session, great combat. Sleep tight, everybody. Hopefully your dreams aren't anything like you've seen tonight.
All right. Well, I will take us out of here then. So thanks, everybody, and we will see you next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MK?
Oh, bye-bye.
Wonderful.